Greetings. How are you, my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren? It is important for you to know that when we talk of AYITI'S Ourstory, the first chapter should be the chapter telling us about the Aborigines, the original people that were here for over 3,000 years. I mean to say the Arawak, the Siboney, the Carib, the Turpi, etc., etc. 12 groups were living on this island. And a 13th group was a group of Africans who were here prior to the invasion of Euro-Christians. They seem to work well together, to live well together. So it is important for us to know what was the average person, what was the life of the average person like? What did they do on a day-to-day basis? What did they eat? How did they provide for themselves? The food, the clothing, the shelter. What kind of housing did they build? Who built what? What were the rules about marriage? Did the man go to the woman's home? Did the woman go to the man's family? There are many things that we need to know that would make them more real in our lives because they are our ancestors. And it is important for us, if we are to be the proper caretaker of this island, it is important for us to know how the previous caretakers handled the island. What did they do when there was a hurricane, an earthquake, flooding? How did they handle that? Where did they build their houses? On top of a hill? In the bottom of the hill? Near the river? We need to know how they organize life on the island. It is vital for us to know. So as we think of the new version of the book of, or the manual of Ourstory for AYITI, the first chapter has to be a proper, has to carry or bring proper information about the life of the average person, not just the lives of kings and queens and chiefs. We need to know, how did they handle sicknesses, diseases? What was their concept of education? How were children educated? All these things are very important for us to know if we are to properly ensure the continuity of life, of society in AYITI. We know that about 12 different ethnic groups lived here, also a group of Haitian, prior to the invasion by Euro-Christians, barbarous folks from Europe. But it's important for us to know the details. We should know about marriage. We should know about birth, how they handle birth. We should know about how they deal with death, how they bury their deads, or about planting, about building homes, about growing foods, about commerce. How did they handle commerce? Was there commerce between different islands? All these are important questions that must be transmitted to us properly in a book that would be a book representing the Ourstory of AYITI. I hope you will keep that in mind, you future Ourstorians of our country. Be blessed.